Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to some of you and peace out to the rest of you. The blackest hearted, blackest minded, blackest man on social media signing black in and shining again, asking you to hit the share button because the message is more important than the messenger. That being said, listen, I'm not going to go into a long story, but I am going to say this. On social media, my friend's page, he had a post of a nice, hot-looking young thing in a bikini taking a selfie and writing underneath that people ask her why she takes these bikini pics when she has a boyfriend, and her answer is that her boyfriend's not insecure, he's a real man, and she should be able to do this without judgment and question. Because I wrote underneath there, I call BS. She's going to have a problem with him over time, and if he had a problem with this early on, she would have a problem with him now for being insecure. He can't win. She wants to belong to them streets. She's going to justify that because she's for them streets. And it's just his turn. That's all it is. Even though most men will never be with her, she's going to develop a terribly high body count over time. I can see a bad future for her. I hope it's not true. But in the meantime, she belongs to them streets. And of course, blue-pilled men and some women try to jump in. One lady in particular tried two things out of the playbook. Now, the playbook is something that Dwight Hayes knows about. Shout out to him. Imam Maulana Sheikh Mufti Dwight Hayes knows the playbook. The playbook is, I'd say about 8 or 9 things that I remember seeing, but these 8 or 9 things, I can't remember exactly what they all are. However, 2 of them I do remember. Number 1, who hurt you? Number 2, a remote psychoanalysis that can't possibly be accurate through a keyboard and a screen. I mean, I'm not saying these are numbers 1 and 2. I'm saying that these are 2 of the things I can recall. Of course, questioning your manhood, questioning your ability to attract normal women at all, and ultimately even questioning your sexuality come into play. These are part of the playbook. They're going to use these things. Remember, gentlemen, you don't have to engage if you don't want to. I just had the time today, so I did it. But I would like for you gentlemen to keep this in mind too, though. While you don't have to tolerate it, you don't have to engage. When you do, they're going to come out of the playbook. It's always the same. They think they figured you out. And this lady even tried to tell me, well, see, when I see attractive women do this, and it's always men that respond in a particular way because she won't fuck them. And I had to tell her, see, again, it's okay that she wouldn't. I'm a Muslim man. I wouldn't marry her, which means I wouldn't fuck her either. The issue here is the lying. She is sitting up here and saying one thing, and she's not saying another. And I know what she's not saying, not because I'm wise. I know this because I've been her age. She ain't never been mine. Because I've been down this road before, and I've observed this happen with other people. That's why. At the end of the day, it boils down to one thing. She wants attention from men she doesn't know. And she's got no respect for the men that pay her this attention, but she still wants it. She's setting herself up to be very unhappy later. And men are waking up, and there's going to come a day when men realize, damn, no matter how nice she used to look, there's a problem, and high-value men are not going to want her. Now, why are high-value men not going to want her later? Assalamu alaikum, blood. They're not going to want her later because one of the things that high-value men understand is ways to identify women that have been on the carousel. And if you really are a high-value man, and I'm just a medium-value man, I'm a normal man, but even I understand that a lot of times they give their best to guys that got it off the scrimp for nothing at all, with no game. Maybe some rap, but in terms of substance, none, no. I shouldn't even say no game. Oh yeah, they have some game in terms of deception and manipulation practices, but like substance, no. They got it for less than what we would ever get it for. And they're, of course, they're going to bring this up if they ever get to initiate a conflict. So we're going to look at women like her. Medium value men are going to look at women like her and say, no, thank you. Because she screwed a bum somewhere down the line. Screwed him raw, and he didn't have to pull out. She put him right into a deep sleep. A post-cream pie coma. And those are some of the best sleeps you can get. She put that on him, and she gonna turn around and have all these standards and walls and barriers with me. No, man, F that B. Buck that Fitch. That's what's gonna happen. This lady decided she was going to do all the diagnoses come out the playbook. I'm telling you this only so you understand. If you do choose to engage and you have the right to, just understand right off the bat, they're going to come out of a limited playbook. Dwight Hayes has it memorized. He wrote it down. Make these young dudes understand this, because young cats are going to engage. They're going to do it. And we would like to give them the ammo so that nobody can just, sneak a blue pill under their tongue again. Anyway, you know what? Forget the last thought. But just keep in mind, gentlemen, we got to let these young cats know about this playbook. So that nobody can slip a bread pill under the tongue. Yeah, that's where I was, yeah. Nobody can sneak one in and try to give that to them again. Because they will. I mean, the arguments to a young guy that hasn't experienced much of the world yet can sound convincing. We just have to let these young cats know they're going to try to diagnose you through a keyboard and the screen. And you, because see, the guys that really get hit the most by the blue pill are the ones who are least likely to do this to other people. And let these young cats know they need to be one-sided. Yes, absolutely, one-sided. It's not about fighting fair, because this is not a sports match. This is not a competition. It's a war. And as I've said before, the goal of that war is to get your resources to raise someone else's baby. Because genetically speaking, they see most of you as ain't shit niggas. And anyway, let them know this is a war. So it's only fair when you win. You don't have to fight fair, so to speak. I mean, you fight fair by not necessarily lying to them. But that's not one of the things that we've been doing overall. And you let them know, yes, you tell them, I can diagnose you through a keyboard and a screen. You can't do this to me. I mean, you could try, but you're not going to get it right, whereas I can actually read you through a keyboard and a screen based on what you say. Because all they got to do is understand the motives. What do they want? They want the perfect man. They want the perfect biological specimen to sire their babies, and they want the perfect worker, laborer, provider to raise the babies. That's it. And they can't imagine that one man would fulfill both. Of course, in their minds, it's because we're deficient, whereas in actuality, one man won't be both, because men are not perfect at anything, because no human beings are perfect. They don't get that. But when you understand that, when we make these young cats understand it, all the other motives become clear. They're simply like little children that got caught with their hands in the cookie jar, or they got caught obsessing about cookies, or they got caught planning a way to get their hands in the cookie jar in a roundabout manner. That's what that is. And they're upset because now you done figured it out. So they're going to come and try to psychoanalyze you and make you think that maybe you're the one that needs a shrink, when in fact, no, not at all. No, you just, figured it out, or someone told it to you. Actually, someone has to tell it to you, because we won't figure it out on our own. But if you're going to engage, know the playbook. If you're not going to, still let the young cats know specifically what this playbook is. Because if you know the playbook and they come at you out that playbook, that's proof right there. You've got it figured out and they don't. It's just like when some people actually do win without cheating, and the one that lost swears up and down they cheated. And in fact, that's the one that cheated. Anyway, thank you for listening. I hope one day this ain't true no more. In the meantime, I hope it helps. Black heart, black mind, black out, assalamu alaikum, and black heterosexual non-select male power just cause they don't like it.